It's a new year. We're settling back into routines, but are you still feeling a bit overwhelmed? Are you still feeling like you can't quite get control of your house after the holidays? I'm going to show you the easiest place to start, guaranteed to get you motivated to continue through your home. Hi, welcome to The Peaceful Home. I'm Teresa if we haven't met. Today I'm going to be showing you a decluttering project I did with my friend Jenyfer. We went through her master bedroom closet. Now I've done several closet redos on this channel, including the one that I just did for my October decluttering challenge. But what you might not realize is your closet is often the easiest place to start with decluttering and organizing. I was getting ready to do a planner video for you, and I realized I don't like my planner. I'm ordering a new one. So that's put on hold. So I just decided to do this decluttering video today. I went to Jen's to work on her closet right before Thanksgiving. And you get to come along today to see the befores, the afters, and the messy middle. Now, Jen's closet kind of got away from her, and that has certainly happened to me. It's very common. We cannot keep every single space in our home perfectly clean all the time. So usually as we're working on one space, another one's kind of getting filled up and getting messy, and we've got to come back around and give that a bit of attention. This is a great closet. It fits all of the clothes for Jen and her husband. And I think one of the problems is that it is a large space. Much like my linen closet, because there's so much room, I tend to overstuff it. I tend to take all the things that I'm not sure what to do with and put them in there. Linens are not. So you're going to see that there's a lot more in this closet than clothing. But it was a great opportunity to go through everything. We took absolutely every item out of that closet. Our first job was to tackle the wall immediately when you walk into the closet and to clear the floor. It only took a few minutes to clear everything out from that wall. And this is where Jen keeps her wrapping paper and supplies. So as you're sorting, just think about, when is the last time you actually used this wrapping paper? And would you choose it? And you kind of know. Like, I always look at this, but I never choose it. So
it's true. Okay, that's good.
Okay. This could be for donate, and then get one for trash.
Okay.
Or maybe for now, start donations in here.
Is this trash though?
If it's on a roll, I would donate it. If it's not, then trash it.
Even if the roll is a little bit.
Yeah, even if it's small. People will happily buy something for 50 cents to wrap a package. Yeah, donate it. Ooh, I love this one too.
Isn't that beautiful?
I would wallpaper a wall of
Isn't that beautiful? I know, actually. It's gorgeous. I have two of them.
Oh,
I got them from my
great. That is Scandinavian.
And yes, IKEA.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. That's
yes.
Yeah, so keeping some, you mentioned like this one you don't love.
I don't like it.
But good for guys.
It's good for men
Yeah.
because it's hard to find a man. So that's why, like, I would keep
They
all
want
these.
this.
They don't want that.
Yeah.
Or this, which is so beautiful.
That is gorgeous.
They don't choose this.
Good job. So the other thing I want you to be thinking about is, the container method, which is this is the space you have.
Yes.
So we're going to make it fit in what you have. And that's hard because you start with your, once this is empty, we'll start with your favorites. Start loading fit as much as you can.
Okay.
But the stuff that can't fit, you either are saying, I'm going to live outside of my capacity, I'm going to get another container, or you have to make this your space.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have thought of that before, but then my wrapping paper love comes in.
Your
and I start looking outside my space.
After we finished the wallpaper, we started going through ribbons and bows and other supplies, and we realized there was so much. And so we gave it the amount of time we felt we could, and then Jen put it aside as a project to finish up later. For the most part, we want to purge and organize as we're going through each item, but in this case, I had limited time with Jen, so we wanted to make the most of that, and that was a project that she could do on her own. Once the floor was cleared, we began to pull out all of the clothing on that wall. Okay, basically I want you to do like the stoplight method. So green, absolute keep,
Okay.
red is a go.
Okay.
Yellow is for the stuff you're not sure about.
Okay.
So just go through quickly. You can even remove everything from the hangers, since we're swapping out hangers. So hangers aside, and then piles of green, yellow, red. You've done this recently.
Very recently.
So you're probably good to just go through and pick out anything that would be a yellow or red category.
All right.
That's how you do your hanger?
No.
You should do it the other way?
Yes.
Okay. And it's up to you. One button.
Yes.
Usually do that?
No.
Okay.
I mean, sometimes.
If you want
I'm
to,
trying to
one
make
button.
it not come off.
Yeah. Then it's super easy.
Then it doesn't come off. This does not look good on me. It's a bully in my closet.
Good girl.
But I don't have other sweaters.
No, let it go.
Huh?
Get one for Christmas. Are you going to wear it?
Well, I do because I don't have anything else.
But you don't like it.
I don't like it. It doesn't look good on me. It just adds.
I say get rid of it. Was this from your Mother of the Bride? It really was? Okay. So you don't need the cover. Or do you?
Well,
you have
yes,
the dress.
I think
so
I
you
do.
Okay, we'll keep that. Yeah, I have 6.
Mother of the Bride dresses?
Well, 5 Mother of the Bride and
Yes.
1 Mother of the Groom.
Do you still have them?
I did. I kept them for a very long time.
Yeah,
But
and then
finally I've been letting them go.
yeah.
Because the truth is, will I wear this again?
Right.
And if I won't, I don't need to keep an entire dress as a memory. We have all our photos. I think I'm good.
Okay.
You think you'll use this? Because it was dry cleaned in 06. So
I need to start getting rid of the linens though that I don't use.
just what you're not using.
I don't know. These are things that are hard for me to figure out because they were like, you know, my grandma's, and then do I get rid of them? This is the mental work I don't want to do.
Right. Yeah. We've already had 6 weddings, and I'm like, but what if there's another wedding? What if we do a wedding for a friend, and I need 12 full-length white
So did you
tablecloths?
keep them?
I've kept a lot. I feel like I get rid of a little more every time. Yeah, I feel like formal dresses are hard, and I'm not opposed to re-wearing something I wore
Right.
at one of my kids' weddings, but the truth is, I've had no occasion. And so then, if I think of the fanciest thing that might be coming up, which dress would I wear?
Right.
And there are several that I just probably wouldn't pick them.
Oh.
So just thinking that way, but no, it's hard.
I don't know where in the world I would wear the Mother of the Bride dress to. I don't think
Yeah.
anywhere.
Yeah.
Although
It's-
it did fit well.
It is hard to get rid of something right after you've spent money and you just had the wedding
Yes.
and you're like, I want to donate this. I feel like a minimalist might,
Yeah, yeah.
but even I couldn't. I would hang on to it for at least a couple of years. And then if I was really sure I wasn't going to wear it, then I might let it go.
Is this cute? I totally love it. But I don't know
Good.
if it's cute on me.
If you love it, that's what matters. You have a plan to use it,
No.
display it, or can it go?
Yeah, what is this stuff? Oh, I want to wear this dress again. Hasn't been worn for 20 years.
Oh.
Jen did the really hard work of going through all of these items, and it is emotional. It's difficult to get rid of things that you love or things that spark a wonderful memory. If you have photos, that's the way to go. We can't hold this stuff forever. So that is a tried and true method. Do I use it, or will I display it? Or is it small enough to keep in my keepsake box? Ultimately, Jenyfer wanted freedom. She wanted a clear space, and that was more important to her than all of this stuff.
I could be talked into something else. I don't get outside the box. So if this is where my mom put it, this is probably where I'm going to put it.
That is absolutely true.
I can't. I
Yeah,
do
I
not.
don't think
I
you-
need help with that. I'm serious.
Okay.
Oh,
What is it?
this is my beaded shirt. I want to wear
filming
someday.
right now.
Okay, Teresa, what do I do? Am I ready to get rid of that? That's definitely a yellow right now.
Okay.
It was in a thrift shop that I bought years and years and years ago.
When's the last time you wore it?
I have never worn this because it's so old. I don't know if I should.
Then why did you buy it?
Because I loved it.
So what are you gonna do with
I
it?
love red. I don't know. I was like,
Could it go around your Christmas tree?
yes! Isn't that so cute? What could it?
I was thinking Christmas. You'd have to kind of,
Bunch of.
or maybe the
Or put
smaller
on a
one.
chair.
Or we'll put it with your Christmas for now. If you don't find a use for it,
It gets to go.
yep. These two.
Those are like the two
Green, green light,
green light.
absolutely love.
Yes.
Okay.
Only this one. Oh, and this one. So I don't like this one.
Okay. Great.
I use this more as a table covering. Tablecloth. It should go on my tablecloths.
Yeah.
I don't love that one.
Okay. Good job.
I feel bad. Should this go somewhere else? This is my grandmother's dress that I was hoping someday to be able to wear. This I can't because she was a very tall, thin woman. Should I have kept it? See, my kids won't wear it. Should I just get rid of it?
I mean, someone could probably truly appreciate it. It's amazing.
It's
But to have
amazing.
it just sit in your closet
I know.
and no one ever wears it.
It was made, my grandfather, what's that say? Made in, what's it say?
Hong Kong.
So when my grandfather was,
Wow.
he was a naval captain on the
Okay.
ships in World War II.
Yeah.
And he bought these things for my grandmother.
Oh.
Brought them home.
Wouldn't that be crazy if our grandfathers served together?
Did they?
I don't know. My grandfather was in the South Pacific.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
Would be.
I'm going to see if Tara's... So can I have a little section to see if my kids want...
Yeah, totally. I think our kids are gonna want all this stuff, and then we die, and they don't want it.
Yeah.
They
And
have no
especially because
interest.
that red dress has no connection. They never met my
Not
grandmother.
personally, yeah. Right.
This blue dress doesn't mean anything to my kids.
Yeah. So that's important to know and
Mhm.
distinguish.
Mhm.
So okay, this means something to me. It goes in my keepsake, my stuff.
Right.
But for the most part, people save tons of things, like for my kids, for my grandkids, and then
They don't
it
want that.
all goes. And they had to do all the work of sorting through all your stuff. Like, ask them now.
Yes.
Do you want this? I highly recommend that you get identical hangers for all of your clothing. This means getting rid of all of the random mismatched hangers that you've had for so long. Just having the same hanger makes your closet so much tidier in an instant. It's also an extremely inexpensive upgrade. You also want to make sure that you are getting hangers that are smooth, that do not have the dents on the top. Those are great for like a cami or something, but for most of your clothing, it's going to cause those dents in the shoulder. When you're slipping the hangers in, you want the front of the garment showing, and you want to make sure your hangers are facing the same way. I'm sure you're familiar with this trick, but as we put all of the clothing back in the closet, all of the hangers went on backwards. And this is just a really simple trick to see what you're wearing and what you aren't. You can think, oh, I wear this. Maybe it hasn't been for a little bit. But when you put all your hangers on backwards, and when you wear something, wash it and put it back, and you put the hanger on the correct way, by the end of that season, you will know at a glance the things that you did not wear even once. After getting that first wall complete, we moved over to the left side of the closet and again began pulling everything out. In addition to more clothing, there were boxes of gifts, of holiday things, projects, crafts. Jen had a lot of shoes that were kind of tucked in random spots, some with shoe boxes, some without, also some DVDs, and other things that she really didn't want to stay in her closet. Jen had a great decluttering question while going through her shoes. She had a pair of shoes that she doesn't really like, and they're not that comfortable, but they're the only pair that she has in that color and style. So it would be easy to say, well, I don't like them, they're not comfortable, let's get rid of them. But you also have to take into consideration that you did pay for these shoes and you might not have the money yet to replace them. I encourage Jen to hang on to them, but to put it on her list to be on the lookout for a replacement pair. Jen picks up random gifts that she might find if there's a good deal, a sale, and keeps those in her closet. This can be a really great time saver if you have forgotten to buy something for a baby shower or a friend's birthday, and you've got a couple of things tucked aside. Now, the downside to that is that you can accumulate very quickly. You can end up with a lot of gifts that don't have a particular person or occasion in mind. And when you don't know what you have and you just keep tucking things in your closet, it can build up really fast and become clutter. A great solution is to have a page in your planner or on your phone where you write down every gift that you purchase. That way you can see what you have. It also helps to have one labeled bin for gifts. When it's full, you're done. Now, a lot of people will go out and buy bins and containers and shoe racks and hooks and all kinds of things to reorganize a space. And that can add up real fast. You don't want to spend a bunch of money. That usually is not the problem. The problem is too much stuff, not the right organizing containers. If you're wanting to revamp your closet, I'm pretty sure that if you did a no-spend month and you saved all the money that you might normally spend on shoes, on clothing, then you would have the funds to spruce up the closet a bit and buy some of the things that actually might help you organize. We did buy 2 very inexpensive shoe organizers that we picked up that day at Walmart. I will link some similar ones below. Now, often with projects like this, it gets messier before it gets better. And you do want to be careful that you're not taking out more than you're able to work on. Now, we were doing this in one day, and we weren't going to quit until it was done. So it was bringing everything out, even though it got pretty messy. There is a way to declutter mess-free, and I have a video on that. Just check the description box below. But if you're willing to put up with a little mess, you do want to make sure that you tidy up at the end of your work time or at the end of the day and set a goal and maybe have some accountability so you get your project done in a timely manner and you're not left with more of a disaster than you started with. Now, a few things went elsewhere in the house. There were some things that she decided they don't belong in my closet. I'm going to find another spot. But she also donated quite a bit. And we began to put the donations outside so they weren't in our way. And by the end of the day, she had filled her entire car with stuff for the donation center. Jen already had these gray bins, but they weren't all in the same spot. She had a couple over on her husband's side, a couple on her side, one on a different wall. When we use them all together, it has a greater impact and it just feels more streamlined and organized. Now, there was definitely room to keep things other than clothing in this huge closet, but now Jen made sure that everything had a place and that each container had a label. As we were labeling, I would ask her, how do you want this labeled? She had one bin that she labeled cozy. Now, I probably would have labeled it blankets, scarves, and hats, but to her, cozy meant something. That means when she sees it, she's going to know exactly what is in there. It didn't make any sense for me to choose labels that might not make sense to her. In addition to bins for gifts, for Christmas, for projects, we did purchase these large black bins that hold a down comforter and red light equipment. Anything going up high, you want to make sure it's not too big or heavy. We also got this hat and belt rack for her husband. We used command hooks to do some extra hats above the door and some peg racks to the right side for some of Jen's things. We also kind of decorated. Jen had some things up that we rearranged, memorabilia that makes her happy. Put it on the wall, why not? Put up a painting or a photo. Jen also had some beautiful Longaberger baskets that are family heirlooms and a couple of vintage cake tins that she thrifted. We put those on the shelves in front of the window and they just look beautiful up there. Now the shoe shelves acted as a container. So whatever fits on the shelves, she can keep. But if she brings a new pair in, something's going to have to go. She also had some specialty shoes that she doesn't wear often that were still in the boxes. And a little trick that I use is to spray paint the boxes. This just gives a more cohesive look. It feels so kind of random and weird to have completely different colored boxes, and just hitting them with some spray paint does the trick. Let's go back for a minute and see what this space looked like before. Quite a bit of clutter. Quite a bit just kind of shoved in because sometimes you just don't know where to put things. So it's a temporary holding spot that can end up being long-term. And after all of Jen's hard work, this is what the space looks like after. It is so beautiful, so peaceful and soothing when you walk in. When you can do a declutter like this, you have a fresh, clean start, and it is so motivating to not buy too much, to keep everything in order. And I know that Jen keeps her house so tidy, and I know it will be easy for her to keep it up. It was so rewarding to help Jenyfer with this project. If you are looking for a place to start, try your closet. There's an end card on the screen right here for the Decluttering series. Take a look at that if you want more. If you haven't subscribed, would you consider that? It's completely free and just a vote for my channel. Same thing with the thumbs up. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for joining me today on The Peaceful Home for this beautiful closet makeover. Have an amazing day.